Hello, beautiful souls. I suppose I have a message for you. Something that's just coming into my consciousness right now. I'm at a creek near my parents' house where I grew up. And I'm connecting with Mother Nature right now. Let me flip my camera. It's a beautiful little creek right here. The waters today feel very cleansing. This I've identified as watercress. It is unfortunately exotic, invasive to this area. It's native to Asia and Europe. We are not in that continent. But the plant itself represents victory, resurrection. I have some sort of powerful message. There's some sort of, to be honest, it feels very urgent. It feels like a warning. I have been seeing red flags for the past 2 days. Like, not in my mind's eye, but like physically out in the world, seeing red flags, actual red flags. I just passed one on my walk here. And so I was tuning in and asking the universe, like, okay, what's this about? That's doesn't seem good. Literal red flags. First one was a capture the flag belt, and this next one was a little bandana on a stick, like people were playing a game. And then, like a minute after I saw the red flags, I found a deer carcass. I don't know much about how deer decompose, but it looked like somebody had skinned the hide off, and all that was remaining of the skeleton was the lower jawbone, the mandible, and a rib. That's all I saw. It is the time of year where things start to die. It's early winter. Get a mid-December right now. And I was having a little bit of an attack coming on my walk here. I really had to cleanse my energy down at the creek, say a little prayer in order to make sure that this message is clear and concise. So I'm called now to channel a message from this beautiful tree here, which is very much in line, I'm realizing just now, with this watercress, this victory and resurrection, because this tree, let me show you, tree fell 234 on my timer right now, okay, as I look at it. This tree fell a long time ago. And I always thought the tip, it kind of looks like a little dragon or like the Loch Ness monster. But it fell a long time ago. And it's winter, so you can't really tell. But most of this part is dead. But these branches here, they still grow leaves. They are alive. And so some aspect of it, or somewhere inside, I guess it's still intact. The phylum, or whatever it's called, the vascularization of the plant, it's still intact. It's still rooted in the ground despite it falling over. This branch is alive as well. So, this mama tree, despite everything she has been through, she bounced back and she found a way. She found a way even when things are really, really tough. So, that should be... And look, oh my gosh, look, freaking grass growing here. Okay, the grass is always greener. What even is this? Cute. The grass is always greener has been a saying, popped up recently, quite a bit for me. And clearly this resilience, despite potential attack or something like that. So red flags, a dead deer. Deer represent communication with the spirit realm. So I do feel like if you found this video, there's a message for you here. I'm hearing right now that Spirit wants me to emphasize worry and doubt. Like, okay, so if you're worrying or doubting the plan ahead of you, yes. Spirit is saying you have many lifetimes to figure this out, so there's no pressure, there's no rush. Just keep your eye on the prize and keep moving forward. It is a little bit challenging for me to get something clear and concise right now. But this energy that I'm tapping into right now, it feels very ancient. There's a lot of ancient wisdom. There's a lot of internal and external war-like energy going on with this right now. Spirit keeps saying things like, tell them about this, tell them about that, and I don't know what they're talking about, but they're saying, tell them about the Founder's Clause. The Founder's Clause. Ding, ding, ding. When those are the bells of confirmation that I hear clairaudiently, so we know that that's something significant. The Founder's Clause. And it almost feels like it's the founding of this planet. All right, let's see if we can understand that. I'm using Mama Nature right now to help amplify my energy. She's helping me to connect. We have a lot of the elements around us right now. Of course, we have the water. I've got this little rock sitting right there. Okay, of course, we have earth and the air all around us. Okay, what is this Founder's Class spirit? Can you give us a clue, please? A dog just barked, and I was seeing flowers in my mind's eye as well as swords. Okay, swords. Shiny swords too, and the sound as well, like shing, you know. Spirit is saying it's all connected and that you all will connect the dots as necessary. Let's see if we can get any more information. What is this Founder's Clause? I'm gonna have to pull some cards later because this is fascinating. The Founder's Clause of this planet. What is this, Spirit? Can you please provide more information? Okay, Spirit is opening a book, and we're starting at, like, it's not the very beginning of the book, but it's somewhere towards the beginning, chapter 2 or 3, and the person reading this book is wearing black gloves, like they don't want their identity to be revealed. And Spirit says that that part is significant, the hiding of the identity. There's something written in stone long ago. And I feel like the reason that it's so hard to access this energy is because there's a lot of energies that don't want us to know what this is. Yes, that's exactly right. We'll get there. I'm seeing a hypnosis spiral. So this may be something that was purposefully, like, controlled out of the population, purposefully forgotten. Yes, we're on the right track. Oh, I just remembered that I saw a puzzle piece on the ground on my walk here too. I saw a literal puzzle piece on my neighbor's lawn. What else, Spirit? Can you give us any other clues or hints, please? The song, oh, way down we go, oh, way down we go. Okay, oh, way down we go, way down we go. This refers to diving deep into the subconscious, but it's more this energy. I'm still getting that, like, this really ancient energy, like a long standing history. And so it's actually diving deep into history. And I feel like, yes, this is where the book is relevant, that there's a lot that we need to be educated on and reading up on, but specifically whatever this truth is not written in our history textbooks. There's something more here. I'm seeing flint, which is used to make fire. There's some sort of spark of consciousness or spark of alivement. I really do feel like it's significant with the dead deer that I saw earlier. That being, I don't remember if I finished my sentence of what I was saying, but deer represent this sort of bridge between the physical world and the spirit realm. So they're this symbol of communication between realms, like the bridge. And to see a dead deer, that's what I thought of when I saw it. I was like, okay, communication's being shut off. We're having trouble accessing secrets. I want to go back to the water and see if the water, thank you, Mother, can give us any additional information here. I'll try to allow the sunset to show in the background for you. Okay, let's see. Excuse me. You're gonna still have to deal with this. Okay. I'm being given the image of it's like I'm flying over the land. It's like I'm flying over the land, flying over farms, flying over houses. And I'm reminded now that there have been a lot of drone sightings. There have been a lot of drone sightings. It's been on the news in my country, in America right now. There have been a lot of weird things seen in over Washington, D.C., over New Jersey. Some of them are definitely drones. Some of them are unidentified objects, like actual UFOs. And of course, a UFO is just something that we can't identify, but I'll tell you more, another story later, okay? Because I did have my own UFO experience, and I legit cannot explain it. I saw orbs, y'all. 3 of them, and at one point they were all together, and they radiated outward. It was like a 15 to 20 minute experience. Of course, I didn't have my phone on me. Did not have my phone on me. But there's all kinds of things flying overhead, okay? Right? As we're talking about this now, another helicopter, I assume it's a helicopter. It's really loud. That's typically what a helicopter is. There's been a lot of things, okay? So I feel like this has something to do with the interception of communication. Yes, good job. And now I'm seeing in my mind's eye the book being closed. Almost as if Spirit's like, that's all we need to say at this moment. We wanted to just like warn the public or let you all know that there is something going on at this time. And that if you're feeling a lot of excess worry or doubt, or you're feeling disconnected from yourself, disconnected from your tribe, disconnected from yourself, it is not necessarily because you yourself are failing in some way or doing something wrong, but it's the energy in the world. There's some sort of interference. Spirit is saying righteousness right now. That justice will be served, that justice will prevail. And the watercress, this beautiful watercress here, has some sort of message for us now. So let's see what this watercress has to say. I want you to see it. What message do you have for us, Mother? The watercress says, be careful what you wish for. And then there's also this energy of vulnerability coming in, being vulnerable while protecting yourself. Striking a balance between these two things is essential at this time. Okay, and they're saying that's all we need to know. 1222 on the clock as I look up there. That feels like a date, okay? We are, right now it's like the 18th of December, so 12/22 will be in a few days. Oh, that's the winter solstice, isn't it? That feels very significant. And then I also just saw in my mind's eye somebody rolling a dice. Okay, so we're taking a chance on something. This can also represent an energy of trusting the universe, but Spirit is correcting me and saying no, it's more about taking a chance. Who are we taking a chance on? We're taking a chance on Spirit, taking a chance on ourselves. A bird just flew by. I'm really all of a sudden sorry. There's so much trash, you guys. Oh, there's so much trash. I find it everywhere. There's more right over there. There's a bag. I try to pick up as much of it as I can, but I can't get any of it. I can't get it all. And you see how the plants are. Sorry, I don't know what's in my lens right now. Oh my gosh. Oh hey, I don't know when we stopped recording, but I was just telling you about how there's all this trash, unfortunately clogging the river. And it's over here too. And it all comes in, as you can see, the plants, it all comes in when the water picks up and it flows. So do our best. Even when we do our best to pick it up, it's going to come back. And I'm telling you this now because it feels very significant to this message at hand. Yes, it is. It's fundamental, Spirit says. These rivers, these waters today are giving me an abundantly cleansing energy. Like there really is this sort of good news on the horizon. Yes, there's this prosperity flowing with it. There's another bird flying across just now. There's this prosperity. I'm just like really drawn. Look, all that oxygen. Look at all those bubbles. All this oxygen just flowing through the water. Sometimes it lags a little bit, gets caught, but it'll continue and it'll even out. It feels really significant right now because there's these forces that are fighting right now. Absolutely. This water trying to cleanse away our spirits, trying to cleanse the physical planet. Mother Earth is really struggling right now. She's really struggling. Maybe not as, I don't know. She's fighting. Mother Earth is strong. She's freaking strong. She's gonna be okay. But she does need us. and to see all this trash clogging her arteries. It's both a literal and a very figurative representation of what's happening in the human psyche and in the world in general, in our cultures in general. So, and again, it's tying back to the message of information being clogged up right now. Okay, confirmation being... That telephone wire is just calling to me. Gosh, sometimes you can hear them buzzing. Okay, we're called to go back to the tree to wrap up this message. And then that is all I have for you today. I don't want you to worry. There's a lady in a red jacket. Red flags, y'all. I was about to say, I don't want you to worry. I really don't want you to worry. I'm gonna pause for a second. Alright, we're back. I just paused because that lady was walking close and I got a little self-conscious there, y'all. It happens, okay? Spirit wants to return back to the Founders Class. They say, you will find out what it is soon enough. Please look within. May I ask who is speaking to us right now? Who's here? Okay, this is a message coming from my spirit guides, as well as some sort of galactic guides. But to be honest, they feel very distant. And usually when I'm receiving messages, the presence feels much more near. This feels like a message from our ancestors as well. I don't know why, but the song "Out of the Box, Out of the Box." You can also hear kids screaming in the background right now. I mean, they're good screams. They're having fun. It will all be revealed in due time, child. Do not worry. Spirit says this is actually strangely meant to be a message of reassurance because many of us are aware of what's going on. The truth is being revealed. And if you're feeling this, wow, okay, yeah, this is meant to be a message of reassurance because if you're tuning into this frequency, then we are on the same page enough to be aware and to be able to rise together and to do something about this. Awareness is one of our greatest superpowers. Awareness is one of the things that keeps us together, that keeps us moving forward towards collective goals. So, yeah, if you're seeing this video, you're being called to stabilize your frequency to the earth's, tune into what you need and to what she needs. Take action in whatever way you see necessary at this moment, but remain calm. And the Spirit is saying, remember that violence is not the answer. Violence is not the answer. Peace is at hand. That's what I'm hearing. Peace is at hand. That's some sort of key phrasing for you there. Peace is at hand. Peace is all around us. We might just have to look for it a little bit extra hard right now. And Spirit says too that you'll receive the answers to your prayers. Okay. Somebody needs to ask their spirit guides about the chemistry. And it's almost like I'm hearing like, ask us about the chemistry department. That might be very specific for somebody. There's a legal action going on in somebody's chemistry department is what I'm hearing. That's very specific. That might not resonate with many people. And I'm seeing zip ties. I'm seeing zip ties in my mind's eye. And the phrase tying up loose ends is coming through. So protect yourselves right now while being true to yourself, staying your authentic self. Some of you may be encouraged to really, like, I'm getting this energy of just kind of keep to yourself right now, you know, like kind of go about your business, but do what you need to do. This sort of energy of working behind the scenes, I feel like that's what a lot of people are doing, the positive forces and the negative forces. A lot of us are working behind the scenes right now. Just stay in tune, stay aware. But this is a message of reassurance that we are aware of this, okay? The people who fight for the good of the all, we are aware of this. It is coming to our attention. And I'm seeing that book close again. And Spirit is saying to me, writing a new chapter. We're writing a new chapter. So it's like, we're like throwing out an old book and writing a new one, rewriting history. And Spirit is saying history is in the making. So that's beautiful. I know we have our dragons here with us too. I showed you this beautiful tree and how it kind of looks like a dragon to me. So thank the dragon spirits. There always feels like there is something more. I believe I'm going to have to, I'm seeing the dice again, and the number 5. Also the number 67 for some reason, 567. I might have to pull some cards. I have an urge to just like lay down and like take a nap on this tree if I could. Spirit is urging us to have a respect for nature. Mother, is there anything else that you'd like us to know? I'm going to tune into this slightly more live branch. Let's see. Is there anything else that you would like us to know, Mother? I'm seeing the owl spirit coming to me right now. A very, very large owl coming and landing. It has its wings spread and it's coming and landing down. A beautiful owl spirit. Spirit says you'll know it when you see it. It's time to get to work. And I'm seeing a ribbon in my mind's eye. It's a red ribbon. But it's simultaneously like this finish line that's being cut. Yes. And Spirit wants to say congratulations to those of you who made it this far, which is resonating as this far in life as well as this far in the video, because then you know it's for you and you know that you are being called into action at this point. Rest assured, everything will be fine, Spirit says. And I'm seeing somebody laying their head down on their pillow and resting easy for the night. Okay, knowing that you can trust the universe, you can trust in yourself. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Mother Nature. This has been your message. Do with it as you will. I will leave you with one final view of this beautiful sunset. The bridge. That bridge of communication. It will be restored in due time. I promise you. Tap in, tune in, cleanse your energy. You've got this. We can do anything together. We really, really can. I love you so much. And the universe loves you too. Welcome to the tarot portion of this reading, where we pulled a few cards to clarify this message, since it is about interference in the communication. So the first cards that we pulled are in the central column underneath this selenite and this red carnelian crystal, the lovers at the feast, and Tatsuya, conscious aware eating and have courage. These cards tell us to be conscious and aware of what you surround yourself with now, and especially what you are ingesting, okay? So food especially, as well as music, social media, TV, scripture, but lots of food is being recalled at this time, so that's just something to be aware of. And if you don't usually pay attention to the news, now is actually a time that we're being called to educate ourselves a little bit more. Ding, ding, ding. I'm hearing the bells of confirmation. Simply do this by directing a little bit more of your awareness to the news, but maintain your energetic boundaries. Cleansing, okay, 101 on the timer as I say that. Cleansing is important. We are not meant to be over-consuming or overindulging in anything harmful, only to educate yourself, 111 on the timer, only to educate yourself about the global events at this time so that you can be informed. We are also called to take healing into your own hands, mind, body, and soul. Follow your instincts, and Spirit is saying, have social awareness. This is all still the lovers at the feast. Yes, it is. Have social awareness, okay? You are not meant to do more than needed at this time. This is a time to conserve and create, not to overconsume or overextend. Spirit says to direct most of your energy forward as opposed to what is around you. Movement is the key. Forward movement is the key. And the horse is coming through here, as well as a unicorn for some of you. You're also advised that if you don't like your environment, leave it or change it wherever possible. And great healing will come to you through these actions. These are the types of things that require courage. So you are encouraged now to have courage to do what many see as impossible. Face your fears and trust in Spirit. Do not wait to feel ready, as this usually never comes when we're stepping out of our comfort zone. 231 on the timer and 232 as I look down. Yeah, you might never feel ready, and that's perfectly okay because you're growing and you're going to places you've never grown before. So you're really inspired now to trust the process and take inspired action. This can simply mean standing up for yourself and taking care of yourself even when others will not. Please protect yourself by following your gut. Okay, this is the key to root chakra development, This is one of the keys, at least, to root chakra development. Because taking aligned action can really help you know who you are, okay? You ignite this sort of feedback mechanism that helps you understand your identity more. And the root chakra is a huge theme running throughout this red flag message, okay? The color red. And so I'm recording this voiceover on January 14th, many days later. So there's been a lot of interference in my own communication bringing out this message, even though it felt urgent. I was scared to publish it and had to do some editing because the camera cut out so many times. And so it's been delayed. And now I'm totally blanking on why I'm rambling right now. What was I even going to tell you? My goodness. Okay, well, that's another illustration, I suppose. Geez, these energies are very heavy. They're very heavy. They're very present. I will have a future message coming out on this because I understand why we're experiencing this interference a lot better now. I do feel very briefly as that it has to do with there are bigger fluctuations in the energy field. Yes, Spirit says massive. There are massive fluctuations in the energy field going on right now that requires a lot of consistency, dedication, knowledge of yourself, spiritual practices, and compassion for the self and others, okay? Love, gratitude. It requires a lot of those things to keep you stabilized, to keep you in a place of peace and in a place of alignment. So root chakra development, knowing who you are, is really going to help with this. And this is part of what has been interfered in is who we are. It's the heart chakra interference that very heavily leads down to this root chakra interference. I feel that message resonating with a lot of you. It can really help to open up your heart chakra first so that you can have more access to your root chakra, to your personal identity through love for yourself and through compassion for yourself. Yes, this is key, Spirit says. So just so you know, I'm reading off of a little script right now. I'm veering off of it a little bit, but I wrote this the day of when I channeled these cards. And so at the time I was channeling this song, I Don't Want to Wait by Paula Cole. I don't want to wait for my life to be over. I want to know right now, what will it be? Okay, this is a song about embracing life and breaking fear cycles in the face of war even. And the Morrigan came through. The Morrigan, she will support you here if you ask her to. And I heard the bells of confirmation at that time. The Morrigan. Go to her if she calls to you. I'm hearing Spirit say, yes, child. Yes, child. 555 on the timer as I look down. Beautiful. Okay, moving on to, I believe, the left columns here. So we have the Sovereign, gentle power coming out, and the Lovers, love each other. So it is very important to lean into love right now. Okay, the heart chakra coming through again, and to care for yourself and your loved ones. Family matters most right now, whether that's your chosen family, your biological family, etc., Mother Nature, your houseplants, your pets, whoever, even just hobbies that you love, leaning into that. So we're really called to tap into our heart chakra to communicate better with ourself, with Spirit, with our loved ones right now. And that's where the Ace of Cups really comes in. And Spirit is saying to me right now, yes, this is fundamental. Spirit is saying this will change your world if you let it. A whole new world. Okay, a whole new place I never knew. Blah, 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 da, 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 da. Okay, Ace of Cups, that's the Ace of Cups. And you see the Lovers came out twice. 2 different decks, the Lovers came out twice. I mean, technically 3 times because we have the Lovers at the feast as well. Love is so fundamental. It is the gateway, and I'm feeling like almost choked up. Like there's this like stuffiness that I'm feeling right now in my throat and in my heart chakra. So I feel like, oh my God, and I almost feel like I want to cry. Like, oh, wow. We're really called to embrace love right now and to express love for yourselves. I feel the emotions welling up. You're so called to let that come out, okay? The Ace of Cups, many of you are being called right now to work with water, work with water. She will show you what is possible. She will show you what it means to allow your emotions to flow. Oh my goodness. Express yourself, honey. Express yourself and express yourself in love, okay? New cycles in love and heart matters are emerging at this time. Many of our new emotions, I'm reading now, it says, our new emotions may feel overwhelming. Remain calm and breathe. Practice healthy daily routines. Again, the 3 different lovers cards came out, really highlighting the importance of relationships right now, relationships of all kind with yourself and others. Yeah, for many, the interference is taking place in the heart chakra, which causes miscommunication, closeted emotions that lead to a destabilization of the root chakra, okay? Self-identity and knowing. This is part of the current spiritual attack, if you'd like to see it as that. And I put a sun emoji, a shield emoji, some dragon emojis, the dove, and the eye emoji here. Okay, beautiful. I love when we channel the emotions of something before I actually read the words. Like, that's so beautiful. That's confirmation for all of us. So, the remaining cards on the right-hand side, we have the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the 4 of Discs, Power, the 6 of Discs, Success, and the beautiful Sun card coming out for you, you beautiful, beautiful child of the divine. So, we have a lot of fast-moving energy here. Things are going to happen really, really quickly. Things are going to be ending quickly. Let things end that need to end. We have the 4 of Discs coming out here to highlight the inner power that you have at this moment, and also the importance of boundaries. And note that you will be successful by keeping your boundaries up, letting things die, and expressing your love. And then the sun is here, always shining, okay? Allow the sun to illuminate your past. Allow the sun to illuminate everything for you that's been holding you back. Okay, reading from my script again. The overall advice from all of this is to keep your eye on the prize. Keep stepping forward into your power. And here I was channeling Single Ladies by Beyonce. All the single ladies, put your hands up. Okay, single ladies. Whatever that means to you, leave it if it doesn't resonate. It'll be for somebody. We're also called now to turn to all 4 elements. So that was another meaning that I was getting from this 4 of Discs power card. We have each of the elements here written in the traditional alchemical symbols. And of course, maintaining energetic boundaries. This is who you are. This is who you are. You are everything. You are the all. We are one. We are one. You are part of Mother Earth. You are part of Mother Earth. Okay? Reinforcing, allow what needs to die to die. I put a little storm cloud emoji and a little chick. It's about being part of the center of the storm, allowing yourself to rebirth. Please remember, child, please remember that death brings rebirth, okay? Out with the old and in with the new. Welcoming those changes is what brings you success. That is success. Yes, Spirit is cheering right now. Spirit is cheering. That is success. That is how we shift as a collective. That is how we grow as individuals. Please let the light guide you with the sun coming in. It is within you and it is all around you, guiding you home always, always. So I was recording this just a couple days before winter solstice. And so I have a final note for you here. 1:22 on the clock as I look down. I said, winter solstice is traditionally a time to celebrate renewal and rebirth. It marks the return of the light after the dark as daytime begins to get longer again. Embrace this, and everything will be just fine. Life is less I don't know how to say it. Tumultuous. That's ironic. Tumultuous. Okay, 1144 as I look down. You know, rumbly, okay? Life is less rumbly when we go with the flow of natural cycles, okay? And we have some swords emojis here, the strong arm and the fire, and a bunch of hearts in the sun. So absolutely beautiful. Keep in mind that we are still in this cycle of rebirth. Spirit says, yes, we are. And I just felt a swelling of love in my heart chakra, kind of like, oh my gosh, my heart is beating right now. So beautiful. There is a grand awakening. I'm going off script. There is a grand awakening coming to us right now. Just yesterday, we had a beautiful full moon, that almost simultaneously marks the end of the earthly year and the beginning of it. I'm really not very well versed in astrology, but it's the first full moon of our calendar that we use in modern day. But I guess astrologically, it's the first full moon of the year. So this is a powerful, powerful time, okay? I feel as though Okay, I feel as though like the next 2 weeks, okay, so like the rest of January pretty much, the next 2 weeks is being reinforced. Our fundamental, you still have time. Do release ceremonies, cleanse. I'm seeing somebody in my mind's eye right now taking a bath. I'm also seeing a butterfly in my mind's eye right now. And Spirit is saying to me, you are called to let go of what does not serve you. This has been your message. Spirit says, go to the flame if you are lonely. Let the water heal you and stabilize you. Put the earth beneath your feet. Let the wind flow through your hair. You are part of these elements. You are these elements. They are you. Know this and take action. You are safe and you are loved. Thank you, Spirit. Is there anything else we'd like to know? I feel my dragon deck calling to me. I'm going to pull you one more card. Let me pause the timer real quick. Okay, we have some beautiful cards for you. Okay, Chumara, the Web of Life came out, as well as the Green Lady of Draggoch. I don't know how to say it, but it's the chosen one. And as I was shuffling, Spirit reminded me that the number 14 is super fundamental to this message right now. We have 14 minutes on the clock. At 1414, as I just said that, okay? And the chosen one card is number 14. So fundamental. In tarot, I believe that's the temperance card. So balance, patience, and alchemy, creating something new. Absolutely beautiful. And Chumara, the Web of Life, she is a very pensive looking. She has like these dragon scales on her fingers. She's wearing a beautiful ring. She has feathers coming out of her face and a spider on her forehead. Ooh, and the chosen one is coming in to remind us that, holy crap, this is for you. You can choose this back. She has this beautiful scepter in her hands, and the entire card is just green. It's green, okay? Heart chakra energy. I'm called to read a little bit of the Chumara card, and then I have to go. I have an appointment. I always like to push it, don't I? I always like to push it. Okay. Chumara, Web of Life. It says, beyond the mask we all wear of identity, beyond the construct of who we have been conditioned to believe we are, lies your face, yourself. This face is tender and new in so many ways, as you have not shown her to the world before. This face has been protected because the world has seemed and proved indeed at times to be a dangerous and unkind place, where those of us who feel different are proved to be so as we brave the taunts and finger-pointing. But now I tell you that your protections, your armor, and your shields can be removed safely with me. Beautiful. We had protection come up a lot in this message. So we're keeping our boundaries, but not out of fear, but out of love, because we know ourselves. It continues, do not discard her, as you may need her yet in certain situations. So don't just throw down your shield. But know that she is now your armor, okay? Spirit is protecting you, and her role is to protect your true being. To you, I now reveal myself. Okay, it says, I am the Dragon Fae Maiden, a spider woman, and a being of webs and change and destruction and recreation. Each day I must remake my world. I feel my heart beating. I feel along its sensory threads to see what needs reconstruction and what needs to be let go of. Let go of what does not serve you. For I am as you are, part of the new web of life, a web of life that embraces our differences and yet understands that we are one. I ask you today to look at the webs in your life that must be remade and rewoven. That is so, so, so beautiful. I want to read one more little blip. Yes, child. From another section of this book about Chumara. It says, she is a powerful weaver of energies, dimensions, and times. She is healing the rifts in dimensions and time, and we can assist her by understanding who we truly are and by working on our own individual weavings with conscious and peaceful power. 1717 as I look down. So beautiful. That is all I have for you now. I love you all so, so, so much. I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, I invite you to like this video, subscribe to my channel for more healing frequencies, and please leave your comments down below. I love hearing from you. And many times they are very activating and illuminating for me as well. So again, we are all one. This is a journey for all of us that we are all in this together. All in this together. Okay? High School Musical. I love you all so, 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 so much.
Please be well. Take care of yourself. Peace be with you.